No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Kentucky Wildcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense has the ball first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick release by the QB. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Hawkins. Finds his big tight end. Bulldozes his way through. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season. Now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the... They put on the heat and they blocked it. He picks it up. That's right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Sets up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Powers through the defender. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They recovered their own fumble, but now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me.
Breaks away in the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan,
he hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Reeder. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. He puts some heat on that one down the middle.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Gilmore. Turning it on. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Here comes the Texas offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Marshall has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over Coastal Carolina. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put it.
Open space in the middle. Inside the touchdown, Longhorns. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Holds it in, the first down and more. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Grab near the sticks. It's Reeder. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown. A shot toward the end zone. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Kentucky! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's It's complete on the right side.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Reader. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Got room to work. Past the 30. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll throw on third down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead. There he goes. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Using his legs, it's Reader. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He unleashes a long one. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Gets it out fast. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Wolf. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bond. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. The quick out.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They just keep firing. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And the extra point is good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. A big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Kentucky! A great catch and run for 6. That score might be the one to put them over the winning streak to 9.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Reeder. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a first down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated all.
Just plowing ahead. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.